In this video, I will be going over some of the homework problems for the section 6.4 Day 1 worksheet. We're looking at simplifying radical or expressions that involve roots. And so I'm going to go to number 7. I'm going to talk about a square root. I need to break down -2 times the square root of 72. Now 72 is not a perfect square, so I have to think about what perfect square goes into 72, and that is 36 times 2. So the square root of 36 is 6, so that 6 comes outside, but the 2 stays underneath to give us a final answer of -12 root 2. Now, if you didn't figure out that 36 was the biggest perfect square, maybe you used 4 or a different number like 9, then that just means you'll have 2 steps instead of this 1 step right here. Number 11, I have the cube root of -54. I have the opposite of the cube root of 54. There's a difference there. So the negative sign stays out front, but when I take the cube root, I have to figure out what perfect cube goes into 54. 27 does twice. The cube root of 27 is 3. That 3 comes out and becomes -3 cube root of 2. And number 12, I have the 4th root of 48. 48 is not a perfect 4th power, so then you would use your list from the video. That's how I'm using these to break them down. So make sure you watch the video for this section. But the perfect power that goes into 48 is 16, 3 different times. The 4th root of 16 is 2, 4th root, and then 3. Okay, so just an example of a square root, cube root, 4th root. I'm using the lists, once again, that we wrote down in the last video. Number 17 and 18 are fraction problems. For number 17, these are perfect powers. So I don't have to do a whole lot of extra work because the cube root of 8 is 2, and the cube root of 216 is 6, and that just reduces down to 1/3. Whereas in problem number 18, I have a -2 out front, but the 4th root of 16 is 2, and the 4th root of 81 is 3. -2 can be treated as -2/1, so then this answer is -4/3. I'm going to end this video by using my calculator, so I'll put it over here to kind of avoid the glare, but you can type roots into your calculator. Usually you always want to leave it in this form, but since they're giving us a decimal here for number 20, we'll use our calculator. So to type in a square root, you can hit second x squared, but to type in any other root, you have to hit second and then this up arrow. But even then, that's not enough to do the cube root. So to do a cube root, you're going to type in the number 3 for cube, then second, then up arrow. Okay, so it's got a little x on it, and that's kind of the 3 there that we started with is the cube root, and then 0.027. So this answer is just 0.3. And there's a reason for that because you'll notice that 27 is a perfect power. If we move the decimal a few times, we can get back to that 0.3 if we really wanted to do it by hand. But you can use your calculator as well. And there's your video.